What's up, Star Wars fans? Today, I want to talk about The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 9, The Crossing. And as I suggested in my predictions video, this episode was going to feel a lot like a filler episode, but despite that filler episode label, it was going to be very important because it was going to be about Omega and the other members of The Bad Batch dealing with the fact that Echo has moved on and is working with Rex. And I, for one, am very happy that we take an episode to deal with the fact that Echo has left. I was also happy of the Western feel of this episode. The music, the setting, it just really got back to the roots of Star Wars. As George Lucas himself has suggested, Star Wars was influenced by Westerns. And I also have to add that it got me excited for The Mandalorian. Of course, in The Mandalorian, we get a lot of Western vibes as well. And with Season 3 coming up soon, I can't wait to see more of our lone gunslinger, Din Djarin. But getting back on track here with our review, as I also predicted in my preview video, the Bad Batch are on a mission for Sid, and right away they're feeling the fact that Echo isn't around. As the episode continues that Western feel, Sid has sent the Bad Batch to a mine that she recently acquired to mine Epsium, a rare and very valuable but explosive substance. And unfortunately for the Batch, while they're extracting the Epsium, their ship, the Marauder, is stolen. And so their only option is to track 40 kilometers to the nearest town, during which they encounter a stampede as well as a major storm, which they take shelter from in another mine, only to eventually be trapped there as the storm explodes their Epsium, caving in the entrance to the mine. Eventually, Omega, as she often does, saves the Bad Batch. She finds some more Epsium, and the Batch are able to use it to blast their way out of the mine. But that's not really what's important about this episode. What's important about this episode is the heart-to-heart that Omega and Tech have about the fact that Echo has left. And I absolutely just love seeing Tech struggle to be that big brother to Omega, and although he struggles a bit, I thought he does a great job of explaining to Omega that he has to respect the fact that Crosshair and Echo have decided to move on from the Bad Batch, and that he has to respect that and find a way to move on. This one scene hits on several different Star Wars themes, the first of which is the importance of letting go. Even though Tech is probably one of the furthest things from a Jedi in this episode, he gives Omega some good Jedi advice, telling her that she has to respect the fact that Echo has moved on, that he has chosen to work with Rex. The second theme here, of course, that's touched on is the importance of family. Tech, even though he struggles, takes the time to talk to Omega about this issue. And that's really what Star Wars is all about when it comes to family or found family. That support that those people give you in your life, it's what's going to save you and help you through the dark times. So even though I was absolutely disappointed that there was a complete lack of action in this episode, I think that was done 100% on purpose by Dave Filoni and his team. This was not meant to be a fun episode. The remaining crew of the Bad Batch, they're trying to deal with the fact that Echo has left them, an important part of not only their crew, but as Omega says, their family. But hey, Star Wars fans, that's all the time I got for my review today. Do you think this was a useless filler episode? Or was it important that Dave Filoni and team took an episode to deal with the fact that the family has lost a member? Anyway, that all said, let me know in the comments below. And as always, I'm Mike, and remember, the Force will be with you always.